If scorecards had feelings, Sam Noakes would have hurt them all.
Significant notch on the post. Oh, huge shot. How is he standing up?
Because he rarely needs them. Judges show up to his fights just to clap at the knockout. He's like a British pub brawl with gloves and footwork. Power in both hands, a chin that says, "Try me," and an attitude that screams, Sam Noakes isn't here to box cute, he's here to finish his dinner with a side of chaos. Sam Noakes kicked off his pro career in 2019 and wasted no time proving he was the real deal. In just his second professional outing, he took on Daryl Pearce, who found the early moments of the battle to be cagey. But once Noakes hit the gas, it was all downhill for Pearce. By round 2, Noakes was in full flow, with Tekken-like combos and crazy pressure. And by round 3, Pearce simply had no answers to the non-stop violence.
In the blue corner from Meister, Sam Noakes!
In February 2020, Sam Noakes walked out for his second fight like a man who had left the oven on, because he wasn't planning to stay long. The bell rang and Noakes came flying out of his corner with jabs. And it didn't take him long to crack Newton.
Absolutely right. 14 defeats for Newton, but he's never been stopped.
From that moment on, it was a one-sided demolition job, as Newton was now drowning in punches.
Stephen Smith decked in, but he got up and very impressive. Noakes can finish off this.
British and Commonwealth middleweight champion around about 15 years ago from the West Country.
It wasn't so much a fight as it was a sanctioned assault.
He could be about to.
Noakes unleashed a furious beatdown, and before the crowd could settle into their seats or finish tweeting the first round score, Newton was already horizontal. Noakes wasn't going to let him off the hook. Newton was durable enough to hear the bell, but too battered to continue as he gave up on his stool.
Well, a huge level, there's Newton, and that young man with a fresh face.
Sam Noakes!
In his next fight, Noakes came out looking to break his own record, and poor Delmar Thomas was tasked to stop this raging storm. From the opening bell, Noakes was on him like a dog chasing a bone.
Be getting into mid-range against Thomas, who comes from an unlicensed background.
The first exchanges were scrappy, but once Noakes found his rhythm, it was all head-snapping bombs. Thomas looked like a Mortal Kombat character with his energy bar flashing red. And just like in the game, Noakes finished with a brutal final combo.
Gets caught with... Well, he started with a right cross, then the other. Sam Midge Noakes!
In his 7th pro bout, Noakes met seasoned vet Naeem Ali and made him look like a noob thrown into a pro fight on his first day at gym. Round 1 saw Noakes probing with sharp jabs and slick combos, but once he realized Ali wasn't offering much back, he shifted gears. The punches kept coming in waves.
По корпусу достаточно плотно, встречались разного плана. И вот такие ребята умеют защищаться. Ну и опять же, о классе джорнимена говорит, да, то есть это как минимум отстранение, а для...
Ali was tough as nails, but that resulted in him getting battered from corner to corner.
Сближался выбрасывал достаточно сильный удар в область селезенки. Али это тоже понимает, и поэтому именно столько внимания.
By the end of round 2, Ali had had enough. And just like others before him, he opted to stay on the stool and wave the white flag.
Концовка второго раунда. Ну и вот было хорошее попадание, подбородок, ну его штатное решение.
In November of 2022, Noakes battled Calvin McCord for his WBC International Silver Lightweight title, which he had won a few months back, as well as for the vacant Commonwealth Lightweight title. The Brit came out like a man possessed, setting a furious pace and immediately peppering McCord with spiteful shots that left his left eye reddening by the minute. McCord boxed well early behind his jab, finding some range and rhythm in the opening round.
Noakes chopping shots, getting to McCord.
But that window closed fast.
Pretty close round, Fletch. Not like this.
By round 2, Noakes had cut the ring in half and trapped McCord on the ropes, slamming in a crisp right hand upstairs. McCord fired back with combos, but his lack of pop meant Noakes could walk through them without flinching. A sharp counter right at the bell hinted at what was coming. In round 3, Noakes shrunk the ring and zeroed in on the body. Before putting on a body shot clinic in round 4 that flattened Calvin. Calvin got up, but another crushing combo folded him like a lawn chair. Calvin was too tough for his own good. But Noakes ultimately ended his misery with a savage uppercut.
How many more of these can he take? Display. Yeah, he's pleased with himself.
A few months after beating McCord, Noakes unleashed fury on India's Satishkumar, who got welcomed with a savage right hand that snapped his head back like a bobblehead in a car crash.
We know that
Early in the contest as well, so straight away he's getting to work.
That's 6 wins inside the first 3 rounds. Sean Cooper took him into the 9th.
The Indian fighter was clearly rattled, so much so that he literally turned his back and walked away, forcing the ref to step in for a standing count.
And he's in trouble.
Luckily for Kumar, the bell saved him from further punishment for about 60 seconds. In round 2, Noakes came out like a man on a mission, unleashing a vicious flurry that sent Kumar to the canvas and once again had him turning his back in retreat.
Fundamental mistakes, going back in the corner there, straight line, and gets caught again. Right hand.
This time, the referee had seen enough. In December 2023, Noakes took on Carlos Perez in his WBC International Silver Lightweight title defense, and it was another destructive performance. Perez stepped into the ring looking less like a fighter and more like a man trying to survive a hurricane. Clearly wary of Noakes' power, he spent most of the opening round clinching for dear life, and even flopping down, clutching the back of his head like he'd been hit with a frying pan. Referee Mark Lyson wasn't having it and told him to get up and fight. By round 2, Lyson was practically pleading for action, and Perez responded by turning his back and diving to the mat again. Noakes patiently dealt with Perez's antics, but when he finally found space, he snapped his foe's head with a left hook and followed it up with a nasty shot to the body.
Cleans off.
With Perez clowning around, Noakes turned up the heat, landing hooks and uppercuts that ragdolled Perez around the ring.
He doesn't look in total
In the fourth round, two brutal right hands from Noakes folded Perez twice, and that's how the madness ended.
Downstairs and then up. That's such quality work by Noakes. Brilliant. Perez, keep your hands up. It's over.
There was no plan B, and Sam Noakes demonstrated more and more like a complete article. What a win that is. Yeah, good win.
Still, WBC International Silver.
On February 10th, 2024, Sam Noakes stepped into the ring for the biggest fight of his life. Across from him stood Sylvester, another undefeated young lion, and both men were daring to risk their perfect records for a shot at glory. Sylvester came in slick, sharp, and switching stances like a seasoned pro. But it didn't take long for Noakes to start closing the gap, walking through the fire like it was a light drizzle.
Again, these are big shots going from Noakes. This is where Noakes has got to use his double jab a little bit more here, Paul. That's not a bad shot. Already, you see signs of Sylvester just slowing down here, Paul, and just holding his feet momentarily again.
Nothing Sylvester threw could slow the charge, and his legs started to betray him under the constant pressure. Early in the third, a thudding left hook to the body folded him to a knee.
Left hook underneath the ribcage.
He beat the count, but barely caught his breath before another left to the ribs dropped him again.
Noakes about to do it again. It does look like it. Sylvester's got nowhere to go.
In the fourth, Noakes unleashed hell on Lewis, trapping him against the ropes and pounding him until the referee would come to his rescue.
Left hook, but there was just nothing in it. It wasn't carrying any weight. Victor the towel comes in.
The fight was well, but the third to it, Sylvester. That boxing fight.
Sam Noakes!
2 months later, Noakes won the vacant European lightweight title before putting it on the line against veteran Gianluca Seglia. This was Seglia's second crack at the crown, but you'd hardly call it a siege as he arrived in London looking more worried than war-ready, barely able to keep his mouthguard in place as Noakes searched for cracks in his high and tight guard.
Here, look how he's tucked up there. Doesn't want to spend too long on the ropes though, does he?
Seglia had his flurries, but Noakes ate them up and started digging into the 34-year-old's ribs like he was tenderizing a steak.
Punches to the body.
Midway through the fight, Noakes began pressuring Seglia to the ropes and finally throwing punches like he meant it.
Body shot, whipped in again.
Noakes was doubling Seglia's output, especially downstairs.
Very little coming back. Noakes starting to put the combinations together.
Every single body shot was like a chisel chipping away at that rigid guard, forcing it to drop. By the eighth, Seglia's eye was badly wounded, and his corner didn't want him to take any further damage, so they waved the white flag. On May 10th, 2025, Sam Noakes turned a non-title fight into a full-blown massacre against Patrick Balaz. From the opening bell, Noakes was in full throttle, chasing Balaz like a demon on a mission, and dropping him early.
Lovely right hand stunned him. Very finisher Noakes when he gets someone in trouble. He does know how to take care of them.
What followed was a ruthless assault, with Noakes tearing into the head and body like he was trying to collect every bone for a trophy case.
He's very explosive, and he comes in a small package, and when he gets on your chest, he's very hard to get off.
Balaz tried to survive, but Noakes' relentless firepower didn't just break his will, it broke his arm, literally.
He's just such a wrecking ball.
Noakes has got no other motion than forward, hasn't he? And he's just continuously...
done.
And it looks with him there, and the referee has called it off, and it looks like that is definitely the right decision.
So these were the most brutal knockouts of British sensation Sam Noakes. Do you think he has the potential to be the next big thing, or will he wither away once he faces American competition? Let us know in the comments, and if you liked the video, please subscribe to our channel and turn on those notifications. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.